今はまだ小さいけど、これでも木登りの名人なんだよ。あと少ししたら名鳥サロンの屋根にだって軽々登れるようになるって信じてるんだから。待って、もしそうなったら店長のフェイミンさん怒ったりしないよね。
Chat, welcome all to the stream. How are y'all doing tonight on this wonderful Sunday evening? Doing pretty alright. I just worked almost like around 8.5, 9-hour shift, and now I am clocking into the bronze room in Mahjong Seoul for a wonderful night of Mahjong madness. Once again, I have to ask, how are you all doing tonight? Excuse me. Sorry about that. Seems like everyone's doing alright, so we're going to make our way to the theater real quick and get over with the word of the day. So, without further ado, the word of the day today is ensorcel, which means to enchant or to fascinate. Let's get our pronunciation there, just make sure we're saying it right.
Ensorcel.
Ensorcel. Once again, it means to enchant and fascinate. He was a child when the power of a mythic image first ensorcelled him. Once again, let's get the pronunciation.
Ensorcel.
Ensorcel. And there you have it, folks. So, let's make our way into the bronze room and start playing some freaking Mahjong Seoul. Once again, if you are here on YouTube, I have to ask, please leave a like on the stream. It is greatly appreciated. And if you are on Twitch, make sure to drop a follow or a sub or anything like that if you have not already. We shall now be getting into it. So, let's take a look at this history. So the past 10 matches or so, it's been pretty good. I believe when we streamed, it was this. We got a pretty bad fourth. We got a second, a first, a third, and then 2 firsts in a row. These stats are getting better. It's getting better over here. And we're getting a lot more kind of variety here. I'm starting to get less defensive, which I don't know if is really a good or a bad thing. I feel like I need to start getting more evenly spread out. But we definitely are very offensive. And our luck is decreasing, which is good. It means that we're actually winning with a lot more skill. Let's actually real quick go into our logs and let's have Maka start his analysis to see what exactly we did on this one. C+, C, again, like, you know, we are getting better. We kind of usually average around a C to B range. I kind of want to take notes. I'm going to put my phone out right here, and I'm going to put some kind of notes down to see what stuff we can do and what stuff we'll ask Maka when we're done. Because I do want to get better at Mahjong, but it's sometimes a little bit hard to. Okay. Anyways, let's go into the bronze room and let's get to it. Got myself some McDonald's Sprite. What's the deal with McDonald's Sprite? Many people are saying this. Alright, 3 cats versus a panda. Let's do this. So, when I look at this hand, I'm a little worried. I'm gonna get rid of you. So what do we got? We got one shape right here. We've got the beginnings of a shape over here. Maybe even... Nah, because we already can accept the 5 or a 2 here. And then we have something maybe here. That's a pair, and then that's the Dora tile, which is great. Want to keep a hold on to that for a while. Ooh, that's bad. That's not bad. Okay, let's get rid of you. Perfect. So we got 7, 8, 9 shape. We have a 2, 3, 4. We need one more shape here. And then that's our pair. And then hopefully we can get 3 of those. That would be awesome. Now that would be great. I don't know if I counted that right exactly, but okay. Let's get rid of you for now. Okay. Let's think. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Get rid of you. Then we can have, that's our pair, and then this could be our 3 shape. And then I think we just gotta pawn. No, because if we pawn it, we don't really have anything valid with that hand. That's our only problem. Okay. Or we could go for it as repair. That actually is honestly a probably safer option. Single tile Yorkin it for the Dora. But we are 1 away from Tempai, I believe. Oh, there we go. And would you look at that? Alright. Let's call Ricci and let's just wait and see. Oh, dude, if we sumo, ooh, that's gonna feel good. That's gonna feel good. This isn't I just want to make it clear. I don't think this is like a great Ricci or even that great of a hand. But we might as well try it. Because the thing is that if any one person throws on the Dora tile, then we win, pretty much. And that's kind of what I feel like everyone is thinking. Everyone's thinking they're like, oh, you know, I'm so close, I just need the Dora tile. They don't think I have it, obviously, but they think that they need it. Because they're like, oh, you know, I can pawn it or whatever. Even if one person has, like, 2 of them. Because then, you know, if we just draw it ourselves, that would be pretty good, too. Especially because we're in the dealer's seat. We're going to get a little nice, juicy bonus from that. We'll have to see. Ooh, baby. Sumo. Boom. Ricci full concealed Dora. Or Dora. Nice. Look at that. Boom. 12,700 point hand. Establishing ourselves at a firm lead. And we are now repeating the East 1 round. Whoa. Okay. That's a lot of shit. Okay. Get rid of you. What do we even do with this hand? I think we go all triplets. Get rid of the 4. Maybe get rid of the 5. Unless we get a 6. Okay, this is looking greedy. This is looking very greedy. I think it's all triplets. Yeah, I think it's all triplets. Or, no, because we have 3 West already, so we don't go 7 pairs. We go all triplets. Fully concealed hand would be nice, though, too. No, don't want you. Okay. Okay, there's 1 red dragon out. There's 2 red dragons. Ooh, okay, so that... either we get rid of the red dragons or that's our pair. Let's get rid of you for now. And you know, here's the thing. The kind of sick and twisted thing that we can do. We could totally just pivot to a 7 pairs hand if we so wanted to. Would it be good? I don't really think so. But we could do it. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Ooh, that would have hit the spot. Could have gotten a half outside hand. Maybe. Perchance. With our 2 1s. But, you know, didn't happen. It is what it is. Now, a part of me is thinking also that I think that if we get another East or North Wind, that we might get rid of one of these guys. Probably the 2 circles, but I don't know. A little concerning. Oh, shit. Yeah. Do I want to do that? I don't want to. Oh, I'm big and greedy. Oh, I'm so big and greedy. I'm so big. I think we could just start pawning. We can just start pawning. Pawn the East Wind. Pawn the White Dragon. We can't pawn the Red Dragon. That is true. We'd have to hopefully pick up another North. That's kind of what we're needing right now. Okay, skip that for now. Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait. We're gonna wait. Be cautious with it. Be careful. Be cunning and be kind. Okay. There we go. Now we pawn it. Okay. Get rid of the 2. Now we need to pawn the White Dragon. First chance we get. Get rid of the North. Single tile York for the 4. The 4 of characters. I think that's the move. We could have done 7 pairs. But I just feel like Los got dog walked by Hassan, went full woke. What happened? It's Khan. Let's go get crazy with it. Ooh, that's tough. I haven't seen you in a bit, Leo, so I haven't told you, but my newest arc that I've been going on in my life is I got rid of YouTube. So I'm kind of like really off the grid now, especially. I'm gonna have to rely on whenever I stream or see you in person. I need you to tell me what's happening in the world of YouTube and brain rot. Hassan dog walked Los. Like he like owned him in the, like, marketplace of ideas, or, like, he, like, quite literally, like, dog walked him. Like a dog. Like, what exactly are we saying here? Fuck, okay. Fuck. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, we gotta start going to the norths. That is tough. Everyone's reaching these days. I could have reached so long ago. Ooh, that's good. Oh yeah, we can just auto-reaching now. Auto. Oh my god, everyone's reaching. Oh no. No, it's tough. Oh, nothing hand. Nothing burger. Yeah, enjoy the spoils. Did the victor go the spoils? Okay. Not terrible. Not terrible. We can figure something out here. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do, bring over the 9. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I think we're going to throw out the east tile. And then I think we're going Tanyo. Oppa Tanyo style. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah, okay. Have you ever seen Jujutsu Kaisen? We started watching it last week. Who's we? And yes, I have. I watched season 1 of the anime, and then I read the manga, and I thought it was one of the worst manga I've ever read in my life. So then I stopped reading it. Well, I didn't stop reading it. I finished it. I'm episode 10, I think, and it's great. First time I've started an anime in years. Enjoy it while you can. That's all I have to say. It is, to me, it has a very sharp decline. But the first half of it, it's like a roller coaster. It's only going up, and then it just kind of progressively gets lower and lower, and then it starts crashing pretty bad. But it's fun in the beginning. I really do like it. Yeah, it was enjoyable. It's a fun time. No. How you doing, Miratroid? Welcome to the stream. Is the new season out of JJK? Oh my god, stop giving me 3s. Oh. Whoa, hell yeah. Oppo Rishi style. What exactly can we accept here? Oh, yeah, 4, 6, or 7. That's crazy. Got it. I'm doing good. Fixing to head to bed here soon. Figure out Popeye and say hello. And I don't know. I think season 3 dub just dropped maybe, or start dropping. Oh, that's fine. But yeah, glad to hear you're doing good. Hope you get some good rest and stuff. And oh, get fucked. All right. And I hope you have a good rest of your night, and I hope that you enjoy JJK. I hope it brings you joy, and I hope it brings you good times. My rally recommendation for you, if you're someone who really likes JJK, and you're like, I'm not a big anime guy, I'm not a big fan of this whole anime thing, my Riley recommendation for you is, why am I blanking on his name? Read Slam Dunk. Or watch Slam Dunk. It has a really good movie, that came out a couple years, like, 2 years ago, I think? Maybe? I think it was 2024. Really great. I love Slam Dunk. It's about basketball. But it's not like stupid basketball, like Haikyuu, where it's like, it's written by a guy who like don't gaff about volleyball, so he just like makes like them have like superpowers. It's like about a high school basketball team, and they're just like, you know, it really captures the feeling of like being on, playing like a sport when you're a kid, and like, you know, this is like the most important thing in your life. It's awesome. I love that shit. That is my rather recommendation. Because it is a battle manga like JJK, but instead of the fights being like, you know, like anime fights, the fights are like, it's basketball games. I don't need you. I guess it would have been nice to keep that, because that is mine, but, you know. I had a really good movie called The First Slam Dunk, which, ironically enough, it's called The First Slam Dunk, but it's the end of the series. I don't know why it's called The First Slam Dunk, but it's a really good movie. It's a really good movie to... It's a movie that you can watch in isolation. I wouldn't really recommend it, to be honest, but you definitely can. And it's really good. I think you just, like, you know, you'd have to just kind of, like... You wouldn't really understand everyone's character dynamics, but I think that they really did a good job of recontextualizing it by making it a story about a group of people. I mean, when, you know, in the ending, it's a final fight, it's a final basketball game that kind of brings all of the, you know, all of the character arcs that have been building up in the series to this one moment. But in the first Slam Dunk, it recontextualizes it by surrounding it around one character on the basketball team. So it's a lot easier to get into because it's easier to like watch a movie and then like find focus in one central character rather than having to like learn like 5 different guys because it's a basketball team. But it's definitely just, it's different, you know. I would say it's a little less hype, but it still is pretty cool. Straight up. Read Slam Dunk for anyone in the chat right now. It is a all-timer, one of the greatest manga, as well as one of the greatest pieces of fiction I've ever read in my life. I love Slam Dunk. So dope. Even if you don't fuck with basketball, go for it. So fire. What is this hand? I just kind of like started looking at what exactly I'm playing with here, and I'm not really a fan. Not exactly excited about what I'm looking at here, about its prospects. Okay. I think Green Dragon's going next. Sounds like worse Airbud. Surprisingly enough, it's not. We're gonna get rid of the 8. 8 next. Nine next, actually. Then Red Dragon. Actually, no. Yeah, then Red Dragon, then Red 8. Or not, depending on whatever we draw. Next, of course. How are you doing, Luigi Vania? Welcome to the Mahjong stream. Get ready to learn Chinese. Okay. Hello? Alright. Thank you. We're throwing on you first. Okay. I had to clutch up for a second there. Airbud got like 9 sequels and launched a whole sub-series straight to DVD movies. That is true. I'm not trying to like invalidate the GOAT. Hello, Nick, hello, Nick, Luigi, and I starred JJK, and it's the best anime I've ever seen. What other anime have you watched? That's not me trying to be like a gotcha or anything. I'm just curious. What an event in history that was. Airbud, or did something happen today? We'll pawn you. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Oh, the Buddies movies. The Buddies movies. Of course, like Airbud. Air Buddies. Of course. I should have known. There are so many Buddies movies, and for what? There never had to be. There just are. It's because people love movies where dogs talk in the movies. It's the #1 highest grossing genre ever made, is movies where it's like the dog's lips kind of like weirdly move up and down. Hunter x Hunter, Death Note, Dawn to Dawn, and some of Attack on Titan. Sweetheart. We're going for the 6-7 poll. 6-7, 6-7. I'm missing a few, it's late. It's all good. Oh my god, hell yeah. That was actually so genius of me to do that. Okay. I wasn't even looking at how many tiles were left, but that was a really good move on my part. I have never read Hunter x Hunter. I thought about getting into Dawn to Dawn, but I decided not to, because I was like, I'm okay. Death Note's pretty good. So is Attack on Titan. People hated on Attack on Titan when it ended, and then the anime ended, and actual, like, not losers, you know, the kind of people who, like, you know, just, like, watch an anime and don't, like, you know, have to be like, oh, you read the manga to get the real experience. Oh, shit. What is that? I'm looking at a potential half flusher right here. Attack on Titan's great. Attack on Titan's great if you don't have an annoying bitch in your ear telling you about how it sucks. That's my take. That's my 2 cents. Oh, we got the Nora tile too? Sheesh. We don't even have to go for that. We can go for Tanyo. Oppa Tanyo style. For now. Just so we'll keep this shape for now, and then we'll figure out what to do with it. We have a 3-4-5. We have a 5-6. We need to get rid of this. We could get a 7 and then figure something else out here. I'm gonna get rid of the 1. And then we'll figure out something else over here. It's all good. Get rid of you. Playing really fast right now. I'm a little nervous with how fast this game is going. Oh shit, we're reaching now. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Damn, we're already at Ricci now. Okay. Alright, we need a 3, which I feel like people are not going to throw out because it is the door indicator. Oh, that would have been so awesome. That would have been so dope. Oh, that would have been awesome. You know, sometimes it's not great to do your Ricci's early, but it's okay. We're all good. Everyone's throwing out the bamboo tiles. We're getting really close to... I think hopefully because of the fact that I threw out the Dora tile, and I'm throwing out a 1, I'm throwing out a 5, the people are going to think that the 3 is a safe tile. But it's not. I'm tricking them. I'm so devilish. Ooh, they fell for my trick. Oh, did I get a hidden Dora? I feel like I got a hidden Dora. Ricci, all simples, Dora, red 5, or Dora. Nope, that's just a Mongon. Hell yeah. Right after ours, what are your thoughts on Kingdom Hearts? I've never played it, and I don't plan on it. I remember when damn, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, we might get Adapt 2 tonight. Look at that. Boom. Look at that, too. Let's go view the log real quick. Hold on a second. My thoughts on Kingdom Hearts is that I remember... Hold on, let's get... Alright, Maka, spit on it. C? Okay, that was the best in the lobby, but still, it's not great. Yeah, that... Actually, no, we discard it. Let's look at this. Yes. No. Yeah, we just don't... That's good. Yep, okay, so... Anyways, okay, Kingdom Hearts. My thing with Kingdom Hearts is that I remember when I was in senior year of high school, it was the last Smash Ultimate Direct. They were revealing the final character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And I saw that it was Sora, and I was so mad. It ruined, like, my entire day. And, you know, those things, what was I gonna say, those directs would happen at, like, really early in the morning. So it's like, I was at school at, like, 6 in the morning and, like, waiting in the parking lot with one of my friends watching the direct. And at first I was like, oh my god, it's Dark Souls. And then fucking Mickey Mouse shows up and I'm like, ugh. And I was so pissed. And I don't want to get into it because of that. The last anime I watched was JoJo's Bleh. Was over half a decade ago, so I definitely don't claim to have a seasoned taste in anime or manga for sure. JoJo's not Bleh. What are you talking about? Boy, what the hell are you talking about? Oh yeah, I've seen some of JoJo's too, but I lost interest when they introduced Dance. I really like part 2 though. Losing interest when they introduced Dance is awesome. Hamon was way cooler. No, it's not. Shut up. You're pissing me off now. What are you talking about, Klenos? Loker genuinely fire take? No, it's not. Who'd you want it to be? Who did I want the final character to be? Not Sora. I think that's just like my true and honest take is I just didn't want Sora because I think that Sora is cringe. Like he just has bad vibes. I don't even think I really had a guy who I really wanted to be because most of the guys who I want in Smash Brothers were already in Smash Brothers. You know? I'm not really like I wasn't really brokenhearted about it. But I was more so like upset because it was like I got up at 6 in the morning to watch this, and it's Sora, who's like a guy who I don't gaff about at all. How does Sora have bad vibes? Look at him, bro. He's like, I'm Kingdom Hearts. Sora, it's me, Sora. Oh my god. Oh, thank God. I thought for a second that it would have been the red one, but no, that's not the right one. I'm Sora from Kingdom Hearts. The only thing that can overcome the darkness is light. It's like, shut up, Sora. I don't like you. I don't like Kingdom Hearts, but I think depending on your metric of what makes a character worthy, you can smash the significance. Honk shoe, bro. Fucking honk shoe. I don't care about, like, oh, it's about the character's significance and, you know, if we're talking about cultural impacts about Smash Bros. Fuck you. Who cares, bro? They put, like, fucking, oh my god, you just gave him 4 Han! You gave him a free Mongon! It doesn't matter about their gaming significance. It matters about what Sakura... There's nothing significant to gaming about Byleth or Pyra and Mythra. There's absolutely nothing. I don't care what anyone says. Fucking... Corrin is in Smash Brothers. What has Corrin done for video game history? Besides being the Fire Emblem game that nobody likes. What has Corrin done? Straight up. That's what I want to hear. It doesn't matter. It's whatever Sakurai felt like, and he likes Kingdom Hearts, so he's like, whatever. Did I lose? Nope, I didn't lose. I'm gonna start beating the game, and it was kind of underwhelming as final reveal for me as someone who's already touched Kingdom Hearts. Exactly. I think it was a bad final reveal. Like, if they quite literally just swapped it from being, like, Sora and Steve, I think it would have, my vibes would have been completely changed. I would have been so fine with Sora. But the fact that Sora was the last one, it's like, it just kind of was like a whimper to go out on. With this game that, you know, I remember watching Smash Brothers Directs, like the last Smash Brothers Directs where they revealed Piranha Plant when I was a freshman in high school. And then now I was a senior in high school waiting to see what the last guy was. Again, like, you know, my 4 years of high school were around Smash Ultimate. And I just think that Sora was kind of like a whimper to end out on, you know? Kingdom Hearts significant IMO as the most successful and long-running licensed series? I do not believe that Kingdom Hearts is the most successful and long... What does that even mean? Most successful and long-running licensed series. Against what? Because it's not the most successful video game series ever. That's Mario. Now, as far as like Pyra Myth took and undo Aspect of Fire Emblem 6 and the Pokemon. No, I agree with you. Smash has characters have no business being there and drag down the roster. Here's my thing about the Pokemon though. First of all, one, and maybe I'm just, you know, maybe I'm just wrong, but this is my opinion. I think that I'm fine with Pokemon because Pokemon is the most successful is the most popular media franchise in the world. And it's like not even close. Like number 1 and number 2 are not in close proximity to each other. So like Pokemon is allowed to have it there because it's earned it, you know, by being the GOAT, by being the big one. But what was I gonna say? Something. Probably gonna say something. I had some good ideas. I also just didn't care about Smash reveals as much as most people, and I was just sick of the speculation, really ready for it to end. Oh, I'm so tired of having like to like, you know, be a part of a community where like, you know, we all get to like talk about like, you know, like, oh, we get to put our predictions in. You know? That's the thing is like I was so annoyed when people were like, oh, I'm sick of the speculation. It's like, dude, the speculation is fun. It felt like it was like we were all a community, and you know, we were all experiencing this worldwide event in real time with each other. It has Disney characters and it's very successful. You know what else has Disney characters and was more successful? Is Zootopia. They should put fucking Judy Hopps in Smash Brothers, bro. Kingdom Hearts ain't doing Zootopia 2 numbers. If you want to look me dead in the eyes and say that Kingdom Hearts comes anywhere near Zootopia 2, be my guest. Be my guest. Put Judy Hopps in Smash Brothers by that logic. Yeah, Smash regulation is always annoying because Smash fans are annoying during that time. It's not... It's like mostly kids. And like none of it's like real. Like it's like who cares? I guess yeah, I don't know. That's my take at least. It's like who gaff. It's not like it was like real life you were being affected. It was just people being like, I think this character should get in. No, actually this character should get in. You're stupid for liking this character. Yada yada. But it's like, you know, it's not like real. It's not like it's like actually like hurting anybody. So he's speculating about Smash Brothers. Epic Mickey. Dude, Epic Mickey. See, they should have put... See, if they put Mickey Mouse in Fortnite, I would have way less of a problem. And they were like, this is Mickey Mouse from Kingdom Hearts. Even if they were like, this is Mickey Mouse from Kingdom Hearts and not Mickey Mouse from, like, Mickey Mouse, I would be okay with that. Because Mickey Mouse has aura. You can't deny that Mickey Mouse has aura. He's cool. He's effortlessly cool, I would go as far to say. But it's like, you know, I remember people being like, oh, Geno fans are so annoying. And it's like, Geno fans, like, don't do anything. Because, like, even, like, the people who, like, you know, were, like, staunch defenders of, like, fucking, like, the Fire Emblem guys. It's like, you know, they're not, like, it's not, none of this is real, you know? Like, this isn't, like, none of this matters. Really, like, in the grand scheme of things, none of this really has, like, any crazy impact on anyone's lives. So it's like, you know, let's let everyone have fun. Especially, it's like, you know, it was fun. It was fun to be in that moment in time. That's not a really great hand. I'm just passing money between these two. Oh shit, I'm in third now. Okay, lock in, guys. Lock in. Gotta play out of my gourd. But if they can give me some better hands, for the love of God. I think it boils down to whether or not you play the game the guy came from. Exactly. But isn't that, like, that's, like, fun, you know? Like, that's, like, it's cool. Because it's, like, every time there was a guy from a game that I played, I was like, yes! And then every time there was a guy from a game I didn't like, I was like, no! But it's, like, you know, I got in, you know, I'm trying to think of, like, what guys did I even really want? I genuinely can't remember characters that I wanted in Smash Ultimate before they came out, because to me, it's, like, Smash Ultimate has been around for so long that I can't even really remember, like, what it was like to imagine characters before that, I guess. I liked when King K. Rool showed up. That was pretty cool. But again, you know, not to be an asshole, but it's like, we're talking about, like, gaming significance. King K. Rool should not be in talks. He shouldn't even be in the conversation. I love King K. Rool, but it's like, come on. Ooh, that's nice. Let's get rid of you. Who else is there that I liked? I mean, Steve was awesome. That was a great day. That was an amazing 6 a.m. wake up. Donkey Kong Country is a theme park? Yeah, but that's because, like, Miyamoto wanted there to be a theme park. It's not because, like, Donkey Kong's got, like, you know, real, like, swingers for it. Is this Joey fake Nate Vale again? I believe it is. Hello, Joey. Welcome to the stream. But I get you. Donkey Kong is a household name, but not King K. Rool. If you were to show most people on the street, I think if you were to go up with an image and be like, who is this guy? And you would show Donkey Kong, they'd be like, that's Donkey Kong. But if you show an image of King K. Rool, they'd be like, what are you talking about? I can't change my handle, but I'm neither of those people. Then I'm going to assume that you are, oh shit. Hopefully that can get me into a better spot. I don't think it will, but, I'm going, ooh, damn. Damn, girl, okay. Hey, we're in second again. Good for us. I'm gonna assume you're fucking the other guy, who I don't like. So we only have out Steve in Pokemon? No, that's not what I said at all. I was happy with, like, most guys, just because I, like, you know, I just, I kind of, like, when I was, like, I was happy when Hero got added. I've never played Dragon Quest. I just was, like, that guy looks really fun. And, you know, when Banjo got added, I was, like, you know, I was happy for the people who were excited about Banjo. But again, I've never played one of those games. And I don't plan on it, so I didn't really gaff that much. We're gonna get rid of this one. I don't know who the other guy you don't like is, but anyway, I think Hero's more a nostalgia pick, you know what I mean? Hero is a loser, Banjo is wash, bro. I played the game, it was so mid. See, I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. I never played it. I probably won't. K. Rool's, well, yeah. Again, K. Rool definitely is a nostalgia pick because at that point, K. Rool had not been in a game. Like, K. Rool's a nostalgia pick for me because to me, I'm nostalgic for Mario Super Sluggers for the Nintendo Wii. But even then, you know, that's when I was a kid. Should have added Nathan Drake. True. Hero is not a loser. Hero is awesome. Dude, I remember where I was. Okay, you know, a guy who I actually, you guys are gonna, you know, I've been doing all this talk about, like, gaming significance or whatever, and, like, being like, oh, you know, like, these guys are cringe or whatever. But, dude, I will say, when Joker from Persona 5 got added, that was a good day. That was pretty awesome. I was like, hell yeah. Where have you been? Searching all alone. I'm a shapeshifter on the masquerade. You know? Any Persona fans out there? Dude, they should add Luffy. Oh my god, they should add Luffy. Dude, okay, I actually am fiending. I'm fiending for whenever they add Luffy to Fortnite. Ooh, thank you. I really need them to add Luffy to Fortnite. It makes me so annoyed that he's not in Fortnite already. It makes me so annoyed that he's not in Fortnite already. Man, I miss Jump Force. See, you're just trying to, you know... You're baiting, bro. Luffy and Smash made me think of that. Dude, pour one out for Jump Force, man. Said no one ever. Or Joel. OMG, should add Spider-Man. Okay, my actual take is that they should have added, like, Goku. Like, because there's no better, funnier end option. Also, okay, can I say something? Can I say something? I think that, I believe it was said already, but it's like when, oh, this is a crazy hand. Ooh, get on the screen, anime girl. Look at this. 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 Rishi, Prevalent, Dora. Ooh, 5Han, Marty, Amangon. Okay, they said, damn, I'm still in second. Damn, that was a good hand up here then. They said that Sora was the most requested person, which I will say I do believe more so than when he said that Bayonetta was the most requested Smash character. I believe more so that it was that there is a chance that it was Sora. However, I also just, because the fact that he pulled the shit with Bayonetta, I don't believe him. Straight up. Shit about Sheldon Cooper. Why do they make Sora act like a savior in the Smash Metro? I don't know, man. It's like, whatever. Sakurai's just doing his directing. Sephiroth was cool. That was a really cool one. That was pretty cool, I have to say. I liked when Sephiroth got added. I've never played Final Fantasy VII, but that was cool. I wish I could get Solid in Fortnite, but I don't play Fortnite when the Battle Pass dropped. Yeah, it's tough. It's really annoying that they do that. Should have Mickey Mouse and Mickey Mouse PFP. Fred from Fred Claus Fred. Prep and Landing. They're not, dude. If they added Prep and Landing, I've been so pissed. Fuck Prep and Landing straight up. If I see those guys on the streets on site. Hey Riley after us, did you watch the new Prep and Landing? I did not watch the new Prep and Landing. I did not. I'm insulted that you even suggested that. I don't even know why it like made me so mad to read that message, but it got my blood boiling for a second. What do you have against Prep and Landing? Insist upon itself. We'll put on the next one. Prep and Landing roleplay tonight at 1 a.m. Be there if you want to be Tinsel. See, that's good. That's good. Hey, you know what, Nick? I always said you're a funny guy, Nick. You sure know how to crack a smile out of me. Go to you. I'm honestly pissed it didn't get nominated for Best Picture too so far. Oh my god. How many Best Picture nominees have you guys seen this year? I saw 8 out of the 10 so far, but I'm gonna be going to AMC has these movie marathon days where they just show all of the Best Picture nominees in a single day, and I'm going to do that soon so I can watch the other two. Because I haven't seen Train Dreams and I didn't see F1. I honestly forgot that F1 came out this year. But, yeah. How many have you guys seen? Did you guys watch Sinners? Oh, yeah. We're probably gonna have to get rid of this, to be honest. My pick is Frankenstein in terms of movies that you've seen or what you want to win. Mario Supreme Christmas Day, dude, that's good shit. I don't really watch movies or shows. What do you do then with your time? I'm gonna call me crazy. I'm getting rid of this. I want either the 2 bamboo or another Dora tile, please. I'm Luigi Vania. I'm gonna pretend I didn't read that message for the sake of everyone here. I'm gonna pretend that he plays video games. That's fine. You know what? That's fine. That was the real message that happened. That was the real one. The other one was a fake one. Video games all time. It's crazy. I don't even have any more 2s left. Let's do this. Let's just be bad. Fuck it. Whatever. Single tile Yorker for the Dora. He already threw one out a little while ago. There's a chance. We're at least in Tenpai now. It's fine. We'll split each choice. La La Land. You're not Leo. I don't believe that you're Leo. I just don't buy it. I just don't believe you. Because I don't think that Leo knows who Nate Vale is. I don't believe you. I just don't buy it. Do you not like The Amazing Spider-Man 2? I hate The Amazing Spider-Man 2. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I watched in theaters when I was a child. I watched it in theaters, and it was the movie that made me realize that movies can be bad. It was the first time I ever saw a bad movie in my life, where as a child I was even able to register. I was like, this is a terrible movie. Amazing Spider-Man 1 is also pretty bad. Spider-Man Homecoming is, like, inoffensive, and then, but it's like, you know, and Into the Spider-Verse is good. It's a good movie. I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna act like Into the Spider-Verse is not a good movie. It's pretty good. Straight up. What don't you like about it? Just like everything. It's a movie where I feel like I don't even need to explain myself as to like what exactly I don't like about it, because of the fact that it's like it should be obvious to anyone with eyes that it's bad. The parts of it that are good is when he goes, "You're a fraud, Spider-Man!" That was pretty good. I like that part. Is that it? Hey, we got second. You know, second's not bad. It's not terrible. And then he goes, he's skipping stones with Harry, and he goes, just one Spider-Man. Or woman. We don't know. For sure. That was pretty dope. Just one Spider-Man. Or woman. We don't know for sure. Those are like the only 2 good parts of that movie. Straight up. First bad movie I ever saw was Venom 2. That didn't even come out that long ago. That was the first bad movie you ever saw? A good Andrew Garfield movie is Tick Tick Boom. Facts. Okay, that's how I know you're not Leo, because Leo has not seen Tick Tick Boom. I love Tick Tick Boom. Michael and I. Something and something happened. I don't remember how Tick Tick Boom goes. I'm just gonna like Google all movies in 2025. I didn't see any of them. You Googled every movie. You didn't see one movie in 2025. You didn't have one time where you just like were like, you know, I'll go to movies. I don't watch movies either, I suppose. What about Spider-Man Homecoming? Homecoming's fine. Johnny Can't Decide. Just triple platinum in your house. That's fire. I love that shit. Well, let's start with the North Town. Or Green Dress. Green dress. Yeah, I like Tick Boom. Directed by Lin-Manuel Miranda. I really hope that Lin-Manuel Miranda makes another movie, because he proved with Tick Tick Boom he's good at like directing movies. It's got a few ugly parts in it, but I would treat that more as it being a COVID movie rather than it being Lin-Manuel Miranda's bad director. We're not gonna con that. Green dress. I'm thinking of musicals now. Oh, Okay, we gotta change the game. We gotta play something else. I just got a text from a friend saying that Mahjong is the new pickleball. And I'm trying to Spring Awakening anyway. You're not real, man. We're gonna get rid of you. I watched 500 Days of Summer in 2025. Oh, Peak Alert. I think that Loki might have been 2024. Pickle? Nah, man, Pickle no good. What's up, Vox? How you doing? You're green today. Your messages are green for some reason today. My favorite musicals. We're gonna talk about musicals from now on. We're pivoting this to be a musical theater discussion. Okay? You guys can't do anything about it. We're gonna play. Do you not like Spring Awakening? I've never seen Spring Awakening. My favorite musicals. I think I made Five Days. Oh, gotcha. That was gross. That was a gross inhale from me. I really like movies. My favorite musical, I would have to say, off the top of my head, is Jesus Christ Superstar. That's a great musical movie right there. Or La La Land. Best musical is the Muppets movie from 2011. I reflect on my reflection, and I ask myself the question, what's the right direction to go? I don't know. You know? Am I a man, or am I a Muppet? Am I a Muppet? Wow, good pick. What do you think of Zoran Mamdani telling New Yorkers to read Yowie, in parentheses, heated rivalry? I think he's really appealing to the people of New York. I think that, I'm really excited to see more of what his mayor stuff does. I've been really impressed with how he's been handling New York. I also really like, I love West Side Story. I love West Side Story. When you're a jet all the way from your first cigarette to your last dying day. When you're a jet, if the spiff hits the fan, you got brothers around, you're a family man. You're never alone. You're never disconnected. You're on your own. Hey, okay, we gotta kill this guy. I wanna see your shit. We're gonna look at the match history in a second. Look at all the games I finished and add to my games doc in 2025. She's mayor. Perhaps. Riley, what's your favorite movie? Hold on a second. Okay. Luigi Vania, we'll finish playing this mod, we'll play this, and then we'll go to the theater and we're gonna talk about movies for a little bit, okay? Once we're done, so stay tuned. We've got three more rounds of Mahjong, and then we'll go into movie talk about what my favorite movie is, because that's a loaded question. I played the Game Boy Color Zelda games, the Last of Us series, Bioshock, Silksong, the big Switch 2 games that came out. Was Silksong good? I thought about getting it, but I didn't. When I brought up Yao, I'm not even a him Joshi, let alone a Fuyoshi. Last week, Last of Us is Chud Gaming. Okay. Oh my god, I almost threw up. Sorry, the hiccups. I thought about getting Silksong. I'm gonna be honest. If you enjoyed Hollow Knight, you'd enjoy Silksong. Okay. I figured. I'm going to be honest. I just didn't get it because okay, this is gonna sound like kind of an asshole thing to say, but it's like I was so excited for Silksong for so long that when it finally came out, I was like, okay. I just didn't play it. If you don't enjoy Hollow Knight, you will not enjoy Silksong. I did like Hollow Knight. Well, okay. I think Hollow Knight's good. I never beat it. It was too hard for me. But I also played it when I was pretty young. So, I played it when it, first came out. Play Unbeatable if you want to play an indie game. I'm okay. If I want to play an indie game, I will play Baba Is You. Silksong is good, though. But yeah, it's like, I guess I just, when Silksong finally came out, it was not a time where I was like, I want to play a really hard Souls-like game right now. That's going to be really hard. I'm going to be struggling and doing all that stuff. Maybe we can make it a stream game. I don't know. I don't really plan on it. If somebody wants to donate, how much? It's $20, right? If somebody donates $20 to the stream, we will play Hollow Knight Silksong. I will use the funds from that $20 to buy Hollow Knight Silksong. But at this point right now, I'm not really raring to play Hollow Knight Silksong. TBH. Ooh, this is good. Let's get rid of you. And we're gonna figure out something to do here. Peak is you. So true. We'll get back to Baba is you someday. I'm not giving up on Baba is you. I think that shit, we might have to give up the Red Dragon Dream. If someone throws on another one, then we're gonna have to give it up. I'm donating $20, better be going to my favorite game of 2025 Unbeatable. It's not going to. I said explicitly that if anyone donates $20, it will be going towards Silksong. Is Jamie Page in it? Who the fuck is Jamie Page? Jamie Page. Jamie. No. Play Balatro instead? I have Balatro. She made Birdbane. Oh, okay. I guess I did say I like the Birdbane song. It's cute. I don't know who made that. I'm not like bumping it. I saw it on Instagram Reels when I was on Instagram, and I was like, that song's cute. Balatro is okay. Balatro's not okay, just okay. Balatro is phenomenal. It's a phenomenal, like, I'm kind of bored at the train station. I'm gonna play around a Balatro for a little bit. Yeah. Which I will say, I kind of have replaced my I'm stuck at the train station game with Mahjong Soul. But the problem is that Mahjong Soul is an online game, so then if I like, Balatro I can just, like, stop playing and go do something else. Mahjong Soul is the thing where it's like, I kind of have to finish it, you know? Or repeating game. Pika, I couldn't get into it. Maybe I should try again, I don't know. Intelligence check. That's what I have to say to that. Sorry, that's mean. Let's get rid of the 6. It's good, though. You ever played Risk of Rain, too? That wasn't asked. You didn't ask me that. Oh, and I also played the entire Donkey Kong Country series back to back for like 25 years old, new generation Megans. Oh, well, that's fun. Oh, well, that's cool. That's cool. That's fun. That's cool, I guess. Ow. My foot's asleep. My foot's asleep. Alright, sorry. I completely forgot I was streaming there for a second. My bad. I need to buy it on Steam, but yeah, right. Strain 2 is all diggity is the Widoid would say? What are you talking about? What are you saying? Nobody's saying that. Nobody's talking like that. I guess this could be our pair, but it's not looking great. Oh, fuck. I just, like, I don't know what happened. I just completely forgot that I was here. I just, like, I think I just thought I was truly alone with myself. Have you not seen that image? I don't know what image you're talking about. The cat's pajamas is the white boys would suggest. See, that is more my language. I'm more of a cat's pajamas kind of guy. Why don't I even entertain the idea of getting that? I don't need it. So good. Interesting. Alright guys, be honest. Have you guys ever, like, been, like, in a conversation with, like, another real human being and been like, there's a streamer, his name is Riley After Hours. He's actually pretty funny. He does some pretty funny stuff. You should check out the stream sometime. He's like a real human being. Be honest. Because I haven't. My ass has not done that. I don't need that either. Dude, we're just doing, like, nothing this hand. Straight up. YouTube is censoring me. The image is Professor X saying, who did spy goodbye cracker? Yeah, it's censoring you because I will not, like, I don't like when people send links. Drop a prime while you're here, though, Vox. Drop a prime. Fuck! Fuck! Oh my god, we lost the emoter too. That's so annoying. Whatever. We're in last now too. Fuck. Okay, we gotta figure out a way out of this. Alright, guys. We're on the ropes, but we'll figure it out. You would, though? Thank you. We're on the ropes, but we'll overcome this, guys. Alright, everyone. Let's all get a hype train started. And then we'll overcome. We'll win this Mahjong match. We'll get a Yakuman. God, what am I doing? I'm just blanking. I'm not here. I'm not here right now. I'm checked out. I'm checked out emotionally. Lock in, Riley. I like Magneto. Paul McCartney wrote that song half about him. What the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean? I like Magneto. Paul McCartney wrote that song half about him. What are you talking about? I have free Discord Nitro for a month. I can boost the next Riley cord. And friendly's not real. There is not going to be another. Well, I mean, there is. Okay. There is a non-zero chance that there will be another Riley cord. However, Riley is not going to be part of the Riley cord. If somebody wants to form a Riley cord, that's fine by me. If they want to have a place for Riley After Hours fans to hang out and communicate amongst each other, it just won't be my problem. Paul McCartney wrote a song called Magneto and Titanium Man. I had no idea. I love Paul McCartney. Penny Lane is in my ear and in my heart. Penny Lane. R/Riley After Hours 1. Again, you want to start R/Riley After Hours, go on ahead. I'm gonna be so for real. I have no absolute zero to none desire in my heart to be in a Discord with anyone who watches the Riley After Hours stream. I don't want to be a Reddit mod. That is fair. You don't want to be a Reddit mod for the Riley After Hours Reddit? That's the coolest job around. Streets are saying. There's a lot of stuff happening on screen right now. Ugh. Ugh. Sigh. Ugh. Whatever. Sorry, Goat, I can't be a Reddit model unit for you. It's okay. It's all good. I understand. Penny Lane is in... Oh, there's a half flush happening to my right. And Tanyo happening to my left. This is not looking good, folks. Let's go to you. A girl has to have morals. That's fair enough. That's the Dora tile, too. I carelessly just threw that out. Without a care in the world, I was like, flick the Dora tile out of my hand. Ooh, okay. Red Dragon's been thrown out. Perfect. Let's go to you. Guys, this is not a great hand by any stretch of the imagination. Hopefully we can get a 7 and not a 3 or a 6, because one of the fact I just murdered a pregnant woman in Baldur's Gate 3 with my friends. That's the fun of Baldur's Gate. All the murdering of pregnant women. Go to Southwind for now. Excuse me. Kid Charlemagne, 1988. Just by chance I crossed the diamond. Just by chance I crossed the diamond with the pearl. Turn the world around. Did you feel like Jesus? Did you realize that you were a champion in their eyes? Their eyes. Their eyes. Their eyes. Did you realize that you were a champion in their eyes? Let's call it. Let's be bad. Whatever. Didn't help me at all. Fuck my stupid Chungus life. I did? That's awesome. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Drop a sub while you're here. Open the stream Kid Charlemagne 1988. Dropping you. A chance across the diamond with the pearl. Okay, I was looking on eBay to see if like there was any like cool Steely Dan merch. I hate this guy to the left, by the way. This guy sucks. I was seeing if there was any cool Steely Dan merch. And, I don't know if it's hard or if it's stupid. I feel like it's leaning more towards stupid. TBH. Would you be a Steely Dan? Would you be a Steely Dan fan? And I mean that neutrally. I love Steely Dan. Dude, do not get me started on Steely Dan. Don't even get me started. I love Steely Dan. You would be a Steely... Oh, you would be a Steely Dan fan, yeah. I love Steely Dan. What's wrong with liking Steely Dan? It's like being like, oh, I don't like good music. What are you talking about? I was listening to Steely Dan. Babylon sisters, shake it. You just gotta shake it, baby. Gotta shake it, baby. Gotta shake it, baby. Steely Dan, amazing. See, that's what I'm saying. Welcome to the stream, Audrey. Nothing, yeah, that's what I thought. There's nothing wrong with liking Steely Dan. People look at you funny when you say you like Steely Dan. It's like, what are you talking about? It's an amazing band. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not self-conscious. It's the San Francisco Knights. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Kid Charlemagne, 1988. Yeah, I will be showing you Kid Charlemagne, 1988, the Steely Dan shirts, so that we can assess whether or not they actually go hard or they're stupid. I kind of feel like I was telling them to Audrey, and I was saying that, I think that it's the kind of shirt that Ellie would wear, which is not to say a bad shirt, but it's just not my kind of shirt. When, low-key, we're not doing a karaoke stream. Every stream's a karaoke stream, if you guys just, like, say a song that I am loosely familiar with. And I start, you know, I'm like a jukebox. Gotta listen to the whole thing. Yeah, sure, it's fine. I know these are just his biggest hits. His biggest hits? Steely Dan has 2 guys. Boom! Murgatroyd, fuck you, getting sent to the dungeon. I'm logging. I don't even have the YouTube chat out here right now. For that take, you're getting sent to the dungeon. We're gonna get rid of you, though. Hold on a second. I gotta go into the fucking... now I have to do this whole thing. You insulted me for the last time. Fuck, get rid of you. So I gotta go into here, User in timeout, 30 minutes. I don't have the sound, but send this ass to the dungeon. Get out of here. Oh, shit. Oh, that's pretty good. Bro. This is much effort. Play Arlong. You are obsolete. I don't have the Arlong soundboard hooked up. Hold on. I can get it up real quick. Let me. Steam Deck. I didn't have it set up, to be honest. I didn't think we were gonna have to do this, but how about a nice room in a dungeon? Oh shit, we lost. Look at all these white men on the street. That's what I'm saying. Where'd Nick go? He thought that Steely Dan was one guy. That's where he went. I left for 1 second. You can't be in this chat if you think that Steely Dan is one guy. It's 2 guys, Donald Fagen and Walter Becker. They changed music forever. Get rid of the last one. Okay, guys, this is not looking great for us. I think we're just gonna have to shoot for a second. To be honest. Riley even said band before he said it was one guy. That's what I'm saying. But okay, don't get Steely Dan confused with the Steely Dan band, because those are 2 different things. Okay, I guess. That's your brother. I understand being embarrassed, but it's like, you know, gotta pay attention. Exactly. What even did they say? Hold on, I want to scroll back up and see what they said. Do It Again, Dirty Work, Real in the Years, Peg, and Ricky Don't Lose a Number, all 10 out of 10 bangers, and are on my playlist. Okay. You should get a little bit deeper into the discography, in my opinion. If you're even still here, Nick. Do It Again, Dirty Work, Real in the Years, Peg, and Ricky Don't Lose a Number. I mean, you know, it's just like, that's, you know, that's top of the tier. Say goodbye to the one like on your stream, right, Mr. Hours? Well, okay, guys. If you're here in the stream right now, make sure to like the stream if you love Steely Dan. If you don't like the stream, you hate Steely Dan. You probably only know Steely Dan from JoJo's. That's so true. Those patrons have left in the red. It's true. That's funny. It's looking like 7-pair city. I'm not really happy about. Let's get rid of the 4. This life can be very strange. That's true. Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna have to pay a dealer penalty too. Oh, it stinks. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, that's a tough loss. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I was kind of emotionally checked out this round. Yeah. Okay, that's not... You know what? It seems bad, minus 33, but that last game we got like plus 60, so we're kind of just around where we started, if not a little bit better. Steely Dan is one of those things I've just known about, but I don't remember first discovering. It just kind of like shows up. Well, like, what happened with me is I had my friend Leo, which was in the chat as Kid Charlemagne 1988, had a Steely Dan September, where he just listened to a lot of Steely Dan in September, like 2 or 3 years ago, maybe. And then, me and a bunch of his other friends all started listening to Steely Dan after Steely Dan September, and we all became Steely Dan fans. And then I realized when I listened to Can't Buy a Thrill for the first time that I had heard so many of these songs when I was a kid. Not because any of my parents are like huge Steely Dan fans, but I think it's just like you know, I just absorbed it. I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, we are going to go to the after hours because I'm gonna be honest, I don't really want to play more Mahjong right now. I'm kind of a headache. I think I'm a little too tired for Mahjong, TBH. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of hang out here. We'll chat, and then. I did promise. I don't know if Luigi, are you still here? Are we gonna talk about movies? I told Luigi I'd do the Riley's favorite movie discussion, which, I will do. But I need to obviously get that kind of set up first. If we're gonna do that. You're here? Alright, well, let's go into Riley's favorite movies. Let's get the all-timers list out here. Okay, so this list, but I won't be for much longer. Alright, then let's go quick. Let's move fast. Don't you know there's fire in the hall and nothing left to burn? A-sha-da-da-da-da, nowhere left to turn. No. Okay, let's transition on over. Y'all are... Okay. Alright, then. Hold on. Let's... Okay. Well, whatever. Hold on. Peep Rat. Not allowed to talk like that. Not allowed to. We got some clear chat rules. And... You are breaking them, so we're gonna ban them real quick, and then we can start talking about movies. The first movie I ever watched was Cars when I was 0. That's interesting. Can't even see him there. Oh yeah, let's go into all chat. Alrighty. Let's put the user in timeout for 24 hours. And then we are going to hide the user from the channel.
How about a nice room in a dungeon?
Okay, let's go back then real quick to the all-timers list. Why is it like that? Why is it all up there? Hold on, go down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so let's now go on over here. Alright, so we are now in the theater, and we're going to go, this is Riley's all-timer list. It is in alphabetical order, and for the sake of the list, we only have one movie per director, but I will show the other 2 lists that include other movies that are repeats from other directors. So, first movie we have right here, which is not, again, this is not ordered. This is just a list of 20 movies that I would say are pretty interchangeable. We have 2001: A Space Odyssey, which, that's a scary movie right there. That's a scary-ass movie, straight up. No One Battle After Another. No Naked Lunch. I like that you put 2 Steely Dan references in there. You know what? That's good stuff. That's good stuff. We've got After Hours. Now, I don't like this movie just because my name is Riley After Hours. My name being Riley After Hours is not a reference to the film After Hours. However, I will say, if you look at the Criterion box for After Hours, it is very Riley After Hours coded. Hold on. After Hours Criterion. Tell me this is not a little bit, like, straight up Riley After Hours coded. Or even, like, look at this thumbnail right here. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm looking at right here. Where'd it go? Where is that? There, look at that. Look at that. That is totally Riley After Hours coded. Straight up. You guys see it? Those are your top movies? We'll get to them. Hold on. Let's go back into here. Let's fix this up. Make this look nice. Okay, perfect. So, After Hours by Martin Scorsese. A perfect comedy film. One of the best to ever do it. I love After Hours. I think After Hours is like kind of like the style and tone of the movies that I want to make in the future is After Hours. Cure by Kiyoshi Kurosawa. Scary movie. Really scary. Really unsettling. Very, it fucks with you, man. It fucks with you. It gets in your brain. It tickles around a little bit. Dreams by Akira Kurosawa. 2 different guys. Dreams is probably the most beautiful film ever made. It is so awesome. It's an anthology film that is a collection of a bunch of dreams by director Akira Kurosawa throughout his entire life, and it is amazing. The scene, the dream that's titled, I believe, Crows, that's legendary. Evil Dead 2, perfect movie, a perfect horror film, one of the funniest movies ever made. Such like a unique and interesting movie. I love Evil Dead 2. The Beatles, A Hard Day's Night. One of the funniest movies ever made. And I love the Beatles. They're so funny in this movie. They're so funny. And I love when they run around. It's so goofy. It's so silly. I'm so tired, bro. I'm sorry. These are the cool movies. I gotta go to bed. Alright, well, have fun going to bed. You're missing out on all the cool movie talk. Anyways, It's a Wonderful Life. Ooh. I love It's a Wonderful Life. That's such a good movie. You guys all know it's such a good movie. Like, we all know It's a Wonderful Life is, like, the best movie ever made. But it's perfect. I have a quote. I love It's a Wonderful Life so much. I have a quote of it on my wall that I wrote. I have a whiteboard on my wall where I write all my words of the days and stuff, and just kind of like a general calendar. And on the wall, which I can't even read because of the fact, I'm not that farsighted, and the light's kind of glaring from it. It's a quote. It's a Wonderful Life. It says, "All that you can take with you is that which you have given away," and that is kind of, I would say, one of my mantras in life, or you know, a likely mantra, something I aspire to have. Look at Jesus Christ Superstar. We talked about that earlier. Jesus Christ Superstar with Norman Jewison is a fantastic movie. I watched this in my Technicolor motorhome. La La Land, we also talked about that. Fantastic movie. My Dinner with Andre. My Dinner with Andre, I will say, is a movie that I think might get taken off of the list, but it is a fantastic movie. I just think it's like, it was a movie that really personally affected me, like, the day that I watched it, and that's why it's on this list, is because it really just, like, it moved me. It moved me in a way where it's like, it felt like it was the movie that I needed exactly the day that I watched it. It's a fantastic movie, and it will either hit or miss with you. I do not know. We have The Night Before Christmas. I described this in a discussion post that I had to do recently for college, where they were asking you, like, what your favorite movie is. I described it as my coworker answer, is saying that Night Before Christmas is my favorite movie of all time, but it's a perfect movie. There's actually, like, zero flaws in Night Before Christmas. It is a masterpiece movie, straight up. Then we have Perfect Days. Fantastic movie. Fantastic movie. I love Perfect Days. Again, another movie where it's like, you know, that just, like, really hit when I saw it. You know, it really came at my life at a time where I needed it most. And it really, I think, out of the movies that we've listed so far, this one changed my life, like, a lot. that one changed my life the most out of the movies that we've said so far. Not to say the other movies are bad or anything, but this one just, that one is crazy. Punch Drunk Love, fantastic movie too. Again, it really came at me at a moment in my life where it really affected me. And I remember exactly where I was at the first time I watched Punch Drunk Love. And I remember thinking, it was like, it's like this is the kind of movie that I want to make it someday. It's one of those movies that where you watch it and you're like so like kind of like annoyed that you didn't come up with it first. It's just so amazing. And Adam Sandler, he's legendary in this movie. And I think that the character that he plays is like one of my favorite movie characters ever. I so like feel like seen by his character in Punch Drunk Love. I think it's so real. The red shoes. Somebody in this chat has not seen the red shoes. That's all I'm gonna say. You know who you are, but someone in this chat has not seen the red shoes. Fantastic movie though. 1948 is when that movie came out. 1948. Can you believe it? They were doing crazy shit in 1948. It's a movie where you watch it and you're like, it feels it was made like fucking 3 days ago. It's crazy. I love the red shoes. And then we're gonna have to manually kind of move this up a little bit. Let me move the window capture up. Nope, not that. I want to move window capture. Okay. Here we are. Transition. Whee. All right. Next up, we have Skinamarink. Probably it was the first time I ever watched a movie, and I was like, I feel genuine fear in the theater right now. I was so scared watching this movie. It made me it was so scary, and it was so cool. It was so awesome of like perfectly capturing that feeling of being a kid and being scared to like go get water because fucking Freddy Fazbear might be in the kitchen. It's just so scary. Whoa, get me out of here, get me out of here. Get me out. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. I wanted to do this. I wanted to go to just chatting in case people got annoyed by me. Can I get rid of that? Just chatting. Let's go into just chatting real quick. Boink. And movie talk, then going to bed. Smiley face. Okay. And then we're just gonna update that. We're gonna keep it as there. It's cool. I want to watch it. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. All right. Stop Making Sense. Best concert film ever made. It's one of the most beautiful films ever made. David Byrne is a genius. Jonathan Demme does such a good job capturing how electric that concert was. And it's so beautiful. It's one of the prettiest movies ever made. I love Stop Making Sense. Tom Popo. Ooh, Tom Popo. Another movie where you watch it and you're like, this changed my entire life. I love Tom Popo. It's such a beautiful movie about how, like, everything in life is so much better when shared with others. And it's so moving, just watching all these people come together to achieve this dream of, like helping this woman become a ramen chef. It's so awesome. It's so dope. Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. Twin Peaks, man. Wow. Just wow. That's some real good shit right there. I love Twin Peaks. And Fire Walk with Me. It's one of the, like, it's crazy how, like, you'll watch Twin Peaks, the original series, and you'll be like, damn, this is one of the greatest things of television ever made. I guess I'll watch the movie now. And then you watch the movie, and it's one of the greatest movies ever made. And it's just it's so sad, And Cheryl Lee, who, already is, like, she's fantastic in Twin Peaks. I mean, like, she's Laura Palmer. And it's like, that's awesome. That's so dope. And, then she's Maddie Ferguson. And, she's not really in it a lot, but she's good. But then you watch her in this, and it's like, she is, like, by far and away the best actress in that show. And she was initially just only hired to play, like, a corpse. And it's just so crazy to me, because it's like, she's fantastic. She's one of the greatest actresses to ever live. And it's insane to me. And, she proved it literally just being in, like, one movie. Just one movie. It's insane to me. Fantastic movie. Really sad. Really upsetting. But just so beautiful. The Wind Rises. Miyazaki made the list. He made the list of Riley's all-timers. I love The Wind Rises. I kind of have a hard time describing why exactly The Wind Rises hit with me so much, but I think it's just like, you know, it's such a beautiful movie about a guy chasing his dreams, you know, and like, you know, he wants to make planes, and there's a lot of moral conundrums that come with his idea of making planes. And I, you know, but he does it anyways, because he's like, I'm freaking dope. And I love that. Welcome to the chat, Hard Jimmy. Hope you are enjoying the stream. Top left is fire. Nightmare Before Christmas? Nightmare Before Christmas is fire. Which of these movies do you not love? Are there any movies on here that you per se dislike? Why is Jimmy hard? Many people are asking this. Anyways, lastly on the top 20 list is The Young Girls of Rochefort. They're singing and dancing in the streets. They're singing and dancing in the streets. That is the tagline of the movie, and it's so true because it's so awesome. I love The Young Girls of Rochefort. It's such an amazing movie, and it's so pretty, and it's all, you know, it's these people, and they're just on this little beach town in France. They're in Rochefort, and they're singing and dancing, and it's just so much fun, and it's just so beautiful. All the colors are just amazing, and it's just, oh my god, I love The Young Girls of Rochefort. It's a fantastic movie. Just don't love them? That's a shame. The Young Girls of Rochefort actually, I think, might be probably my favorite musical. I don't know. I just love musicals. If you haven't seen already, just because I have 1, 2, 3. I'm counting The Beatles: A Hard Day's Night as a musical. We'll count Also Stop Making Sense as a musical because of the fact that it's a concert film. But technically, there are how many musicals on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 musicals. There are 6 out of 20 movies on here are musicals. It's pretty good. Oh, wait, let's see if the horror. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's almost as many horror as there is musicals, but whatever. Just don't love them. So, have you seen all of them, or you just don't like them? Anyways, let's now put on our intermission real quick. Let's put on the intermission real quick, and let's get out the second list of all-timers. Because that's right, it's a list so good that they made a sequel. We're now getting into the all-timers part 2. The list of the other 20 movies that Riley really likes. It's, you know, movies that are so good, but they're not good enough to be on the original list, but they still are good enough to be recognized. If you could believe it. Not that... Now have you seen Andy Warhol's Empire? I have not seen it. Andy Warhol's Empire. You know what? We're on Letterboxd right now. I'll add it to the watch list. Ow. I almost dropped my phone. Let me go. Let's add to the watch list. Andy Warhol's Empire. Empire. Do I have my ringer on? I do. That's a long-ass movie. With an average rating of 2.7. You know what, Hard Jimmy? I'm going to take your word for that. I'm going to take your word that it's good. We're not going to listen to the critics. We're going to listen to Hard Jimmy here. Okay, let's go into this. Boo! Welcome to the All-Timers Part 2. Alien by Ridley Scott. Need I say more? I'm not going to explain to you why Alien is a great movie. You know these truths to be self-evident, you know? It's great. Blue velvet, bluer than velvet were her eyes. More than may intend to decide. Dude, it's Blue Velvet's like a perfect movie. The reason why it's on here is because the last list and this list too is only one film per director. But it's like, if Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me is my second favorite movie of all time, Blue Velvet's like number 3. I love Blue Velvet. I think it's a perfect movie. There's barely any movies that even come to as close as perfection as Blue Velvet does. I cannot think of a single thing that's wrong with Blue Velvet. It's a movie, you gotta see it to believe it. It really changes your life, I think. I think it's a life-changing movie. I think it's one of those movies, like, you gotta watch Blue Velvet before you die, because it's just so perfect. What are your thoughts about Silent Hill, the game or the film? I remember I was so closeted I refused to watch I Saw TV Glow because I knew I realized I'm trans, so I watched it. Don't ask how that makes sense because I don't know myself. No, I mean I get it. I understand. Movie. I've never seen the Silent Hill movie. I know there's a new Silent Hill movie in the theater right now, Return to Silent Hill, but I haven't seen it. Welcome to stream 941 Gringo. Make sure to drop a follow if you have not already. Same with Hard Jimmy. Welcome to the stream. I hope watch me doing so bad. Same with you, Hard Jimmy. Drop a sub if you have not already. Silent movie, I don't know what I think of it. I gotta watch it. Maybe I'll see it. I don't know. I've never played Silent Hill, so I kind of want to play Silent Hill 2 before I watch the movie based off Silent Hill 2. Blue Veil changed my life a little, dude. A little bit, dude. Thanks, bro, for the welcome. Of course. Welcome to the stream. We're here we're gonna talk about movies for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Blue Veil changed my life a little. It changes your life a lot. I think Blue Velvet is pretty epic. I think you gotta watch Blue Velvet, and then you'll be like, this is pretty epic. Okay, anyways. Brazil, where hearts and entertaining trills. I love Brazil. Brazil's so funny. You have yet to earn my sub? Okay, damn, bro. Brazil is funny. I like Brazil. That's kind of all I can say about Brazil. It's pretty funny. And yeah. Chungking Express. Ooh. Now that's a pretty good movie. Chungking Express. Wong Kar-wai, anyone? Wong Kar-wai? Best movie of the year so far? 2026. I've only seen 2 movies that have come out in 2026, and that is The Plague, which is my number 1, and then Send Help, which is number 2. Excuse me. But if you're talking about 2025, it's Marty Supreme. It's Marty Supreme. Marty Supreme Sweet. More like soft, Jimmy. Bro, be chill. Be chill. Okay. Chungking Express, though, awesome movie. It's probably my favorite Wong Kar-wai. It kind of flops between this and In the Mood for Love or Fallen Angels. I don't really know. It's all 3 of those kind of interchangeably, but I love Chungking Express. It's so awesome. All the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray, and the sky is gray. I went for a walk on a winter's day, Do the Right Thing. Elvis was a hero to most, but he never meant shit to me. Do the Right Thing is like a perfect representation of America in a film. Because Do the Right Thing is a movie that is so funny, and the vibes are so good, but there's just this underlining tension that drives the entire film. And when the second that there is a push in the second a crack happens, the entire facade of peace and happiness and tranquility vanishes, and it's so perfect a representation of America, where it's like America is a place that I would say is a fairly it's a positive dream. It is a place where you are. The American dream is something that most people who live in America aspire towards. However, the American dream is built on a lie. It's built on the lie of saying that equality has been achieved and everyone has an equal chance and everyone can achieve what they want to achieve. But it's like there's a lot of hate in here. There's a lot of hate in the country, and Do the Right Thing does such a good job of capturing that feeling and that rage that comes from living in America and stuff. And it's one of the funniest movies ever made. Well, Do the Right Thing is a hilarious movie. It's a perfect screenplay, but it works so well because of the fact that it's so funny and so upsetting at the same time. Doctor Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb, one of the funniest movies ever made. Need I say more? It's such a funny movie. I love this shit, bro. I love Doctor Strangelove. He's so funny. I love how they talk about how they're putting shit in the water. It's so funny. It's a funny movie. I don't want to even say too much about it. But whatever. You know what movie I really love? Secret Life of Walter Mitty. I've only watched it a few times, but I really enjoyed it each time. I have never watched The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. And you know, Hard Jimmy, you already got me to put one movie on the watch list. Unless you drop a sub, I'm not putting two. So I'm not adding The Secret Life of Walter Mitty to the watch list unless you drop a sub. Okay? That's my bargain. Take it or leave it. Next up, Ed Wood. Ed Wood is so funny. That shit is so funny. Listen, I don't know if it's made clear already. I want to make movies. And I really like movies. And I really enjoy the movie making process. And I think that this movie captures exactly how it feels to be making a movie. And it's so perfect at that. And it's a film that I reference constantly every time I'm on like the set for anything. I'm always like, let's shoot this fucker. It's so dope. It's so dope. Johnny Depp is so good in this movie too. Like, I really am not a huge Johnny Depp fan, but it's great. It's pretty great. I don't need you to watch it for me to love it. Wasn't really a recommendation. Okay? Then who asked? You know? We're talking about my movies, not yours. I don't think many people are yapping about The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Anyways, The Exorcist. Need I say more? Again, there's certain movies on here where it's like, I don't need to explain myself. We all know it's good. Need we say more? The House That Jack Built. I know one person in this chat doesn't like this movie, but I like it. I think it's really uniquely structured, and I think it balances the line between being, you know, really dark, but also I feel like it's like kind of silly. I think it's a little goofy, and I really enjoy it. Straight up. House That Jack Built. Don't want to get too much into spoilers for it. Is it me because I'm okay with that movie? Okay, it was you. I feel like I remember you saying that you really didn't like this movie, but maybe you just said that it was okay. If you said it was fine, that's like whatever. I think it's not. I think it's a movie that's not for everyone. Like how I describe most movies by why am I blanking on who made this movie? It's not Michael Haneke, right? Lars von Trier. Or Trier. Lars von Trier, I believe is how it's said. But yeah. I'm neutral on the movie as I am yet to watch it. You know? That's good. That shows that you are a true critic because you are neutral on movies you haven't seen. Instead of being like, I am forced to have an opinion on this. I saw TV Glow. Best movie of 2024. Straight up. Without a doubt. Perfect movie. I saw the movie like three or so times in theaters, and every single time I was sobbing my eyes out. It's a fantastic movie. It obviously, you know, is paying homage to a lot of things in, you know, a lot of things that I like, you know, whether it be like David Lynch or, you know, again, like 90s television a la Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But it feels so unique in its take, and it feels so fresh, and it really hits me hard. And I think it's a thing where it's like, you know, it's obviously, to a lot of people, it's, you know, the trans horror movie. It's a movie that's like, you watch it and you're like, I'm a girl now. But I think there's so much more to it, where, my phone is about to die, but goodbye, Riley. Goodbye, Hard Jimmy. Last thing. Alright, goodbye, Hard Jimmy. Have a good one. But anyways, I think the thing with I Saw TV Glow is that shiver on, Jimbo. You tell him, Audrey. You tell him. But I think the thing is with I Saw TV Glow is that it's a movie where anyone can relate to it because it's a movie about everyone's had the feeling in their life that where they are in life is not where they want to be. And suddenly they wake up and so much of their life has passed without them even realizing. I think everyone can relate to that feeling. And it's so good, you know? It's a fantastic movie, fantastic film. Highly recommend it if you have not seen it already. Lady Bird. I love Lady Bird. Yeah, I'm a 10-year-old girl. What of it? I'm a 17-year-old girl. What of it? I love Lady Bird. Can I say it? For a long time in my life, the most I'd ever felt seen in a film was in Lady Bird. Not Timothy Chalamet's character, although he is very funny in this movie. But I was like, I'm so Lady Bird. Like, I'm so her. Last thing I want to know, what you think the most overrated movie is. I only answer questions from subs. That is my response to that. If I get a notification saying that Hard Jimmy is subscribed to the YouTube channel, has dropped a subscription on YouTube, I will answer that question. But for now, that is all I have to say to that. Lady Bird. Perfect movie. I think it really did a good job of capturing what it was like for me, at least, to have a very complicated relationship with my own mom. And the feeling of, like, you know, I'm always letting her down. And the feeling like, it's like, again, there was a lot of my youth was me feeling very aimless in my life. And feeling very, angered by how normal, I guess, my life was, you know? Like, it's like it's really funny how much she hates Sacramento. Because it's like, that's how, if Jimmy doesn't sub, can you tell me secretly? I will. I'll tell you secretly. It's okay. Because you've subbed to the channel, Audrey. So, you get to know what the most overrated movie is. But, if people don't sub to the channel, or follow the Twitch stream, or like, and comment anyway, they're not going to. Desperate Little Baby. Dude, this guy, Hard Jimmy, dude, you know, you can't please this guy. I am not a desperate little baby at all. In fact, I would go as far to say that I believe you are the desperate one for even lingering around here. Well, this is goodbye. All right. I believe the most overrated movie is whatever movie is Hard Jimmy's favorite. That's my opinion. Fuck The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Fuck Metropolis. I'm taking that shit off the watch list, bro. Taking that shit off. Get Empire off the watch list. 2.7 on Letterboxd. Kiss my ass. Alright. Anyways, Lady Bird, pretty goated. That's all I'm gonna say. Ponyo, 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 fishy in the sea. Tiny little fishy, who could she really be? Ponyo, 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 magic set you free. Oh, she's a little girl with a round tummy. It's a perfect movie. Perfect movie. I love Ponyo. She loves Sosuke. She loves ham. What more could you want in a movie? Pulse by Kiyoshi Kurosawa. I want to preface this by saying I do not believe that ghosts are real. But if ghosts were real, it would be like the ghosts in this movie. This movie is the scariest ghost in any movie ever. This shit's so scary. Super spooky movie. Moving on over here. Rashomon. Akira Kurosawa. Rashomon's pretty awesome movie. It's pretty dope. They're remember The Simpsons? When they go when Homer and Marge are flying to Japan, and Homer's like, you know, he's not excited about going to Japan, and Marge says, "But Homer, you love Rashomon." And he goes, "That's not how I remember it." That's Rashomon, bro. I love Rashomon. 'Cause that's so true. That joke's so funny. If only true Rashomoners get that joke. Rear Window. I love Rear Window. Rear Window is pretty dope. Pretty dope movie. I love Rear Window. It's so cool. That's all I have to say. Oddly good Marge impression. Thank you. I didn't think it was that good, but was not expecting that. Thank you. I think it's just that I'm a little under the weather. Like rear end, lol. Audrey, if you weren't my girlfriend, you would be spending 30 years in the dungeon. Let's move on. Yoink, 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 yoink. Let's transition down. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing up at singing, just singing in the rain. I love singing in the rain. I love Singing in the Rain. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty dope. Again, it's one of those movies where it's like, need no explanation. It's a great movie. It's a fantastic movie. You know, they're singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. Is it a real relationship if you can't send your partner to 30 years dungeon? You know what? No, because I know that it would make her actually sad if I sent her to the dungeon. But The Thing. Yes, The Thing mentioned. I love Das Thing. Das Thing, bro. I love The Thing. It's pretty spooky. Pretty awesome movie. Again, another movie. Need no explanation. Pretty dope. True Stories by David Byrne. That's a pretty awesome movie. Life-changing movie. It's a movie where there's a part where David Byrne is driving through a suburban neighborhood, and it's a bunch of these like plain, generic looking houses, and David Byrne, in his classical David Byrne, goes, look at this place. How can you not say it's beautiful? And that changed my life. Like, actually, that really changed the way that I look at the world, straight up, without a doubt. It was crazy. That's what I gotta say about this movie. It's just a wow life. I love True Stories. You gotta watch anyone in the chat, if you want to see a great movie, watch True Stories. People like us. I love True Stories. It's a musical, by the way. It's pretty awesome. Anyways, The Umbrellas of Cherbourg. Cherbourg. I believe that's how you say it. Really sad movie. If you like La La Land, you will like this movie. La La Land is just a ripoff of this movie. However, I will say, La La Land is better than The Umbrellas of Cherbourg. But The Umbrellas of Cherbourg is really pretty, and it's really sad. It's pretty dope, though. Woman of the Influence changed my life in a different way, because it really changed the way that I personally look at making movies. Because I've never seen a movie quite like this one, and I think that John Cassavetes is a phenomenal director who really lets his actors thrive and really lets them go all out and explore these characters in a way that feels unscripted at times, just because of how real it was and what he was doing in that movie. It's so incredible. Highly recommend Woman of the Influence if you are somebody who wishes to work in movies, whether it be directing or acting. I think that Woman of the Influence straight up is like one of the movies you have to watch if you want to be an actor. It's a perfect movie. Bro, I just pulled a New York quarter from 2001 out of my pocket. Do you think they knew? I don't know. You know what, Audrey? I don't know. And then you know what, guys? Because I like you, I'm going to give you guys the scoop. On the unreleased Riley other 3 movies list. The Alzheimer's Part 3, which isn't even to the public. The public hasn't even seen this yet. You're just getting the insider scoop of the Riley After Hours Alzheimer's List Part 3. Because I only have 17 movies on this list. I don't have 13. So out of the 20. So that's why it's not public. But once it gets 20 movies, then it'll be public. But yeah, you guys will be seeing the other 17 movies that are considered Alzheimer's IMO. Let's transition. Up next, The Blair Witch Project. People hate this movie. I think this movie's really spooky. I think it's like a perfect film. I don't think there's any movie like that. And I think it really gets to the core of what makes found footage so good, which is the fact that it feels real. Like you watch this movie, and I feel like most people, we'll get to Chinatown in a second, but most people who watch this movie, if you don't tell them that this movie's not real, they'll think that this happened, because it is the most realistic movie. Or climate, dude. Give me a second, Audrey. Give me a second. Next up is Chinatown. Chinatown is like an amazing movie. It's a perfect thriller. It's a perfect mystery film. There's never a dull moment in Chinatown. Jack Nicholson gives an amazing performance, and it has one of the most heartbreaking endings ever made. I love Chinatown. When Chinatown was a movie where it's like I walked around at like 1 a.m, because that's when Chinatown ended when I saw it in the theaters. I walked around for like 20 or 30 minutes just in the fog, being like, damn, it's Chinatown. There's no justice here. Like, it's like, that's just really sad. Climax will give you a headache. Climax gives you a headache. You're like Ethel Cain. I am just like Ethel Cain. Climax gives you a headache. Climax hurts your head. That shit gives me a headache. Straight up. Really hurts my head. But it's good. I think it's a really well done movie. It's so weird. It's so bizarre. But it's so fascinating. It's so upsetting, too. It's just a really upsetting movie. But, it's really dope. Then we have Clue. Clue is so funny. Clue is awesome. Clue is like a movie where it's like a really good party movie. Like, not in terms of like a movie to have on in the background about a party, but movie that if you're sitting down with a group of friends and you're like, let's watch a movie, you should watch Clue. Clue is a fantastic movie. It's so funny, it's so silly. Fallen Angels, I talked about it earlier in regards to Chunking Express, but fantastic movie. Excuse me. Fantastic movie. Very green, very sad, very dark, very tragic. Really good stuff. I love Fallen Angels. It's a movie that it breaks your heart. Breaks your heart. First Reformed. That's a movie that let's not spoil. First Reformed. That's a movie that also is really sad and extremely upsetting. But it really, like, I feel very seen watching First Reformed, because First Reformed really encapsulates a fear that I carry with me at all times, which is that it's like, what is kind of the point of doing anything, you know? Because of how, like, we are destroying this beautiful planet that we live in, and nobody cares. Or to be more nuanced, some people care, but not enough people care where we can do anything, and we are just watching the world slowly die in front of us, and nobody cares. And it's just so upsetting. I love First Reformed, though. I think Ethan Hawke, fantastic performance in this. It's so beautiful. I mean, it's just so sad. It's just such a sad movie. Ghostbusters. When there's something strange in your neighborhood, who are you going to call Ghostbusters? Again, movie does not need an explanation. It was goated. We all know this. Same with Halloween. Need no explanation. Perfect movie. That need I say more? The Lighthouse. Lighthouse is dope. I feel like it's not a movie that's as highly regarded as the last two that I just mentioned, but again, I don't feel like I need to explain why The Lighthouse is awesome. At least you all know this already. The Manchurian Candidate. Great movie too. Really awesome political thriller. This is the 1962 version, but I believe there's a modern one. I haven't seen it yet. Mermaid Cooter. We all know the scene. We love the Mermaid Cooter scene, don't we all? Could we get some hypes in the chat if you love Mermaid Cooter, and specifically the Mermaid Cooter scene in The Lighthouse? Could we get some hypes in the chat? Manchurian Candidate, great political thriller. Really, really beautiful black and white film. It does so many cool things that really, like, you know, again, I was very surprised to see they were doing this kind of shit in 1962. And, it's really cool. It's really indifferent. What are you talking about, Audrey? You were the one person I was expecting to go, hype. And I don't know if that's outing you or not, but come on. Anyways, really good movie. I don't want to spoil the Manchurian Candidate. I think it's a pretty awesome movie. It's pretty dope. Okay. Now let's reveal one that might be a little bit controversial to some, and maybe some people might scream recency bias, but I don't care. It's whatever. Oh shit! It's a Marty Supreme. It's a Marty Supreme sweep. Schwep. I love Marty Supreme. Marty Supreme's awesome. Go to your theater and watch Marty Supreme if you haven't already. It's pretty freaking dope. Pretty freaking awesome. I love Marty Supreme. I don't even want to say a single thing about it because I don't want to give it away if you haven't seen Marty Supreme already. But yeah. Next up is Moonstruck. Oh, Moonstruck. That's Cosmos Moon. This is the biggest moon I've seen. Cosmos Moon. I love Cher in this movie. She's so awesome. She's so beautiful. Same with Nick Cage. Nick Cage is really hot in this movie. Straight up. I want to say, straight guy right here. I love Moonstruck. Moonstruck's a fantastic movie. And I was saying I was straight because I think that Nick Cage is awesome. I think he's really beautiful in this movie. But yeah. Anyways, Mulholland Drive. Straight up. Audrey, you know. We all know Mulholland Drive. It's pretty awesome. Need I say more? Onibaba. Onibaba is so cool. It's got crazy shadows in this movie. It's got fuck, what's it called? Fuck, hold on. I got fuck. Term used to describe the contrast of how do you pronounce it? Hold on a second. I don't want you guys to hear this. It's got good chiaroscuro. Chiaroscuro. Is that
Chiaroscuro.
Chiaroscuro. Hold on. Let's get this up on here so you guys can see what. Oh, you guys can see it the entire time. Fuck, you guys saw it. I got rid of it. You guys saw it the whole time. Fuck, that's tough. Or whatever. Anyways, I forgot that I need to press the transition button. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Whatever. It means the treatment of light and shade in a drawing or painting. But it's, in this context, it had really cool lighting and shadows. That's why I like Oni blah blah blah. Next up was Possession. Lamau. Wow, epic fail. Dude, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. This Twitch thing is tough. Possession. Great movie. Really upsetting. You know, we all know the scene where they're in the tunnel. That's crazy. That's crazy shit. Just her entire performance in this movie is just really upsetting. It's a really upsetting movie. It's really cool. Pretty dope. Taxi Driver. Taxi Driver is pretty dope too. Pretty cool movie. I made a short film, which I'm not going to say the name of in this title because I directed it under my legal name and I'm not wanting to out myself on here. But it was a movie that when I was writing it, my friend Leo was like, this reminds me a lot of Taxi Driver. And it's a scene in Taxi Driver. And I was like, that's cool, but I really don't want to see Taxi Driver yet because I feel like it might make it so that I'm a little too, excuse me. I'm a little too, into it. I'm a little too into it that it'll just be like a Taxi Driver ripoff. Which definitely would have happened because Taxi Driver is so dope. And it's a movie that really kind of did exactly what I wanted to do in that short film to a T. And then lastly we have Thelma and Louise. I love Thelma and Louise. I love it. It's so charming. It's so wonderful. And it's just, Thelma and Louise are both awesome characters. And they're just so fun. And they're so epic. And they're so dope. And I love that movie. It's such a good road trip movie. So funny. So heartwarming. So, just so dope, And, it's pretty dope. Do you know Lesbian? I do know Lesbian. In fact, I would say I know many lesbians. Anyways, that is all we have for our movie time. So we are now going to take it back to the after hours, and we will get into final discussions before we head out for the stream. We got 7 minutes left. If anyone wants to say anything, drop any subs, drop any things. Did I miss anything? We just talked about movies for half an hour. And yeah, what's up, Jared? How you doing? We've been talking about movies for a really long time. It's kind of it's kind of a movie discussion stream. We're talking about film, specifically Riley's favorite movies. Oh, so nothing important then. Damn, Jared. Everyone's been so mean in chat. Do people have been so mean in chat? What was up with that guy? I feel like Hard Jimmy, to me, it seemed like it was a Leo character. But at the same time, I'm also I feel like there's also a very equally likely chance that there's just a guy like that exists online. And that both upsets me. That frightens me. Who else on their period? Me! Who was Hard Jimmy? I feel like he was just a guy. It could have been Leo. But I also feel like he wasn't, because Leo was clearly doing, Steely Dan or whatever. And I think that with the mention of the Secret Life of Walter Mitty and all that stuff, it's a little too specific for Leo. Because normally Leo, if he sees that he isn't recognized yet in my chat, he usually tries to drop hints that it's oh, recognize that. But it seemed like he's a guy who he loves Andy Warhol's Empire, and he loves Secret Life of Walter Mitty, and he was an asshole, and he kept getting mad at me for suggesting that he should sub to a stream that he'd been watching for over half an hour. And I think the fact that he's just a regular guy, that really scares me, because, one of the things that I find inherently frightening about being a small-time streamer is that you have to kind of give equal attention to every person in your chat, and the kind of person, cover your ears if this offends you, but I think that the kind of person who's my primary source of entertainment is watching Twitch streams is subhuman. And I think that you got to be a crazy person. And what sucks about being a small streamer is that you have to give an equal attention to every person that's like that. And sometimes you bear witness to the worst people around, and it's like it kind of like scares me to imagine that a guy like that exists in real life, because it's like, how, like, who are you? What are you, man? You're not real. None of you are real in this chat. Straight up. It's scary, you know? It's really scary stuff. Again, like I've said in the past, I came back to streaming because of the fact that I wanted to be immersed into the feeling of being a smaller streamer, so that way I can, you know, write, you know, an interesting little screenplay about it. But I, you know, it frightens me, straight up. It frightens me. You've met me, fake girlfriend. What do you mean? Anyone who does not have a connection to me in real life, you're not real. You're not real. Like, it's like, none of this is real. You guys are names on the screen. That's why I said, you know, I will not be in the Riley Court, because the second that the timelines breach and I have to interact with somebody from the stream that I didn't know in person in real life beforehand, I would freak out. Can you make a character in your screenplay referencing me, your favorite chatter? No. Maybe I can. Maybe I could just have him be like name Vox or something, but I don't know. Because right now, what I wrote down recently for an assignment in my screenwriting class, we had to write down 10 film or television show ideas that we had. And I will read you the one that I wrote about the streaming thing, because this is what I would describe as the pitch of the film. And I think it's a movie that I'm surprised has not been made already, because of the fact that it feels really relevant to the time period that we're in right now, as well as everything else. As well as, you know, like, the fact that I feel like it's like streaming is a very new thing, and I haven't really seen, it doesn't really feel like any film has been made from, like, you know, a person who, not necessarily grew up on streaming, because I don't really like watching streams as content, but, you know, lives in a world where, like, I watch streaming get big. The prompt was, well, the thing was, and I quote, "A female streamer finds herself thrust into a nightmare when a male viewer convinces himself that she's in love with him." That's my thing. Watch Spree? I might watch Spree. People always talk about watching Spree, but I'm gonna say it. I'm alright. I like that premise, thank you. That's my prompt. What did you do if someone stole your prompts? What, they put into, like, ChatGPT, and they were like, "I actually fed this idea in ChatGPT, and it got some cool images for you." I think I'd blow my brains out. If somebody took my prompts, I don't think they would do them as good as I did. And I think that, you know, so every movie is kind of like a riff-off of other movies. I'd rather eat brie, #grilled cheesehead. I think that, you know, every movie's kind of a rip-off another movie, and I think that if somebody, you know, takes one of my ideas and that, you know, they're like, I can make a better idea of that, I could just do, you know, I'd win by making the better movie. IMO. Excuse me. Anyways, guys, I'm looking at the timer, and we are out of time. That is it for the Riley After Hours stream tonight. I hope you guys all had a good evening. If you are here and you have not already, make sure to drop a like on the stream, so that way the Riley After Hours YouTube channel can be promoted to more people in their YouTube feeds. And make sure, if you are on Twitch, to drop a follow if you have not already. And if you have the means to do so, drop a sub if you feel so inclined to. I hope you do. I hope you guys are liking the streams, and I hope you guys do it. And if you're on YouTube, once again, like the stream if you haven't already. We'd love to get this to be recommended to more people in their YouTube feeds, as well as sub if you have not already. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a good rest of your night. I will probably be on here tomorrow if I'm feeling a little bit better. Otherwise, I might take the day off. We'll have to see. Anyways,